The story begins with a hardcore gamer named Kenichi, who finally finishes a video game that took him 3 whole years to clear. When he beats it, he leans back in his chair and lets out a big sigh. Even though it took so long, the game was actually boring. It never challenged him. What Kenichi really wants is a game so hard that it would take 10 years to defeat, something that pushes him to his very limit. He wants a challenge where patience alone is not enough. So he starts searching for his next game. He scrolls through hundreds of titles, reviews, and suggestions, but nothing feels exciting. Everything looks too easy. Then suddenly, his computer screen glitches, the display flickers. Strange glowing text appears on the screen, offering him a mysterious game from nowhere. The message says the game has no ending and takes place in a magical fantasy world. Kenichi's heart starts racing. He has never seen a game like this. A game with no ending? That sounds like the perfect challenge. Without hesitating even for 1 second, he clicks on it. A menu appears asking him to choose the difficulty. There's easy mode, normal mode, and hard mode. Nothing new. But then, he scrolls down and sees a 4th option, hell mode. He has never seen such a difficulty level before. His eyes sparkle. This might be exactly what he's been waiting for. He quickly chooses hell mode and selects the summoner class. Then, he clicks Start Game. Right away, the screen flashes brightly like a huge burst of light. Before he even understands what's happening, his whole body gets sucked into the computer. The next moment, he wakes up in a completely different world. As a newborn baby, he is wrapped in cloth, crying in the arms of a poor farming family. A gentleman picks him up and gives him the name Alan. But strangely, Alan does not feel sad at all. In his old world, he was a 35-year-old broke gamer stuck in a miserable job with no real future. Compared to that, this new life feels like a second chance.
Alan can't talk yet since he is only 1 year old, but he can think clearly inside his mind. He understands the language everyone speaks around him. It is Japanese. He lives in a tiny frontier village where the people work hard, pay taxes to a lord, and try to build new farmland. Even the village doesn't have a name yet. Alan's father, Roden, is only around 20 years old but very hard-working and loving. His mother, Deja, is around her late teens. They care for each other deeply, and Alan knows he will soon have younger siblings. One night, after Alan is put to bed, he starts thinking about something important. In this new world, he chose to be a summoner, so he tries to open his status window like in a game. But instead of a small window, a huge floating book suddenly appears above him. Alan shrieks in shock. His parents rush into the room, but Alan quickly makes the book disappear. When his parents see nothing strange, they leave. Alan brings the book back. It is his grimoire, a magical book that shows all his stats and abilities. He learns that he really is a summoner. He can summon creatures, but because he's so young, he can only summon insects and small animals. Excited, he tries summoning an insect. Nothing happens. After several failed tries, he calms down and rereads the book. He remembers he has another skill, Create. He tries using Create, and a crafting card appears in front of him. He realizes he has to create a creature first before summoning it. Just as he's about to try summoning the insect again, his mom walks in. Alan pretends to be asleep. A wave of tiredness hits him, and he falls asleep. The next morning, when no one is looking, Alan tries again. This time, he succeeds. A giant grasshopper appears and jumps onto his face. Alan freaks out and tries giving commands, but the insect totally ignores him and hops away. Confused, Alan checks the grimoire again. It tells him he must name his summons. He decides to name the grasshopper Dina. Summoning Dina even increases Alan's stats, but before he can celebrate, his mother walks in, screams, and immediately squashes the insect. Poor Dina is gone. After a few days, Alan learns more about his powers. He summons a small mouse and names him Mousy. Mousy is not smart either, but at least he has one good ability called Scurry, which lets him run extremely fast. He obeys that command, so Alan feels a little proud. Alan spends the whole day studying his grimoire. He reads it again and again, trying to understand how summoning works, what combinations are possible, and how to make stronger monsters. But he still can't find any perfect answer. Later that afternoon, his father Roden returns from hunting. His clothes are covered in blood. He proudly tells Alan that he defeated a huge wild boar. He asks if Alan wants to see it. This would be Alan's first real monster sighting. He gets super excited. When they reach the site, Alan first feels amazed, but the more he looks at the massive creature, the more scared he becomes. It is huge and powerful. If he had to fight something like that alone, he would definitely lose.
A neighbor named Jera comes over and praises Rodin. Everyone else also cheers because defeating a monster like that is not easy. When Alan politely greets Jera, the man is shocked. A 1-year-old acting politely? That's unbelievable. Alan then asks how strong a boar really is. Jera explains that boars are dangerous monsters that usually require around 20 people working together to defeat one. Alan quietly remembers this. It gives him a clear idea of how strong creatures in this world can be. 10 months later, Alan reaches level 2 as a summoner. Now he can create G-rank creature cards. He also gains a new skill, Fusion, which lets him fuse creatures together. Even his inventory size doubles. That night, he tries using Fusion, but no matter what he does, the skill won't activate. He gets frustrated but reminds himself he is still too young. By age 3, Alan finally succeeds in using Fusion. He creates a bird card and summons a bird he names Chappie. Chappie has a cool ability called voice mimicry, copying anything Alan says. Alan immediately realizes how helpful this can be in battles or tricks. Alan feels proud of how much he has learned. This world feels like the ultimate hardcore game, way harder than any game in his old life. That afternoon, his friend Karina comes over to play. They start playing night battles with wooden sticks. Alan thinks he will win easily. He's wrong. Karina is fast, sharp, and strong. She dodges every swing and hits him back before he can react. Alan ends up losing badly. His whole body hurts. But instead of getting sad, he promises himself that he will get much stronger before their next fight.
That night, something important happens. Deja announces she is pregnant. Alan wants to help with farming work since his mom can't do much now, but his parents tell him he is still a child and should focus on playing. They also tell him they enjoy seeing him playing with Karina. They mention they are excited about his appraisal ceremony, which will happen when he turns 5. In that ceremony, everyone discovers their talents. His parents hope Alan gets a great talent so their family can escape the life of being poor farmers. Months later, winter comes. Alan forgets to put Denna away again. His mother sees the insect and screams, slipping and falling. Her water breaks. The baby is coming. Karina is nearby, so Rodin asks her to fetch her parents because they are experienced with childbirth. Soon, Jera and his wife Matilda arrive. Matilda takes control and orders the men outside. By morning, everyone hears a baby crying. The baby is safe. Deja asks Rodin to name him. Rodin quickly picks the name Mesh. Deja loves the name, even though she realizes it probably came from a monster. As everyone laughs together, Alan lies quietly, thinking about everything. He never really understood why he was reincarnated. Aside from wanting a hardcore game, he remembers how empty his old life was. Here in this new world, he feels free and full of possibilities. Most of all, he loves his new family. He makes a promise to himself. No matter what it takes, he will free his family from the harsh life of being poor farmers. That was episode 1. Subscribe so you never miss the next part, and check out the next video.